Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 2004 to 2012, and he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as a head coach of the Fighting Illini in the Big Ten before returning to the National Football League.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Stroud off the play fake.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Shifts by him, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Stroud.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Flushed out right.
Open man downfield is Woods.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! Andrew Beck. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Rolling to his right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Balaj. Desmond King making the tackle.
For the Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From the 39, Fields. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Third and 1, Stroud.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
This is caught. It's Woods. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Singletary is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Davis going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And this time he is in. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
He sets to fire deep. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Nico Collins with the Houston 1st down, something he did 22 times as a rookie for the Texans. Back here as a starter, hopes that last year's 446 yards are just a floor of what he can do.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Davis. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Stroud sets up the play action.
He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. Up the middle to Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Andrew Beck with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's Beck.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the flag.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right.
This one left side caught by Collins.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. you really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Another carry for Pierce.
And some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston.
Damian Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
It's no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Fields now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there.